I do not play with this character like this. The wrecking ball is terrible. What's up? Overwatch character breakdowns. Now, as y'all just seen, he's back, bro. It's been a few months, y'all. Had to do some research, but as y'all see, I don't even have the hat today because y'all already know what the episode is about. Welcome back, y'all, to the Overwatch character breakdowns. It's your boy Mustard, and we are back with Wrecking Ball / Hammond, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Like, I don't even care. As y'all see, a few months ago I did the character breakdown on him, but I didn't know absolutely nothing about this character because he's absolutely dog shit. My opinions have not changed about him. He's still dog shit. But let's get into his breakdown. As we see, his guns, the quad gun. I don't think his guns are necessarily bad. I think they do a decent amount of damage as a tank. I'll say that's always helpful for the team if you're shooting and actually playing with him as a tank. So his guns are pretty decent. So I'll leave his guns at that. Now, on to his ability that's probably most used. Well, I don't know. The other one's kind of mostly used too, but I'll say the grappling hook. Now, the grappling hook, it does damage if you like hook it onto something and slam into people. You can slam into people, do damage. It's actually really good for environmental maps if you want to knock people off the board. So I'll leave it at that. But okay. I'll say it, but I don't fully agree with it. I don't really think the grappling hook helps the team at all. Like, I don't think it is very beneficial for the fucking team at all. Like, it's a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. I'll say, though, when in Overwatch 1 days, because it ain't prominent in Overwatch 2. Nobody used that man in Overwatch 2. He sucks. Like, he sucked in the first one, too, but, like, it don't even matter. In Overwatch 1 days, when there was 2 takes, people would prominently do this stupid thing where if they didn't want to lose games, they would run, go get Wrecking Ball, get on point as fast as they could, and like grapple hook and like a circular motion so that they could stay on point, but the enemy team would have a hard time actually shooting him so that the rest of the teammates could get back. I understand the premise, but boy, was that shit so fucking annoying. And I will say, at a percentage rate, it literally only worked like maybe 10, maybe 20% of the time. Like, the percentage rate of it actually working was extremely low. Because either the Wrecking Ball would die or his team would just come back and die. Like, they weren't useful. And then he would die. Like, I don't know. I don't think that grapple hook was really good for anything. Anyways, now off that grappling hook, he has his roll, which he just rolls around and maneuver around the map and stuff like that. I actually don't know if his damage, I don't know if his roll does damage if he's in roll and doesn't use the grappling hook. So I guess that'll be interesting to find out if I ever play with this character, because I think this character is absolutely just dog shit. Nothing has changed from Overwatch 1 to 2. Dang, I'm everywhere, y'all. Because every time I see this dude rolling, like I said in the first video, boy look like he came straight off the G-Force, bruh. Man, get out of here. Boy looking like a whole Bakugan and shit like that. He might as well be in a whole fucking Pokeball. Like, Well, like, what? But let me stop bagging on him because of how trash he is, bro. Anyways, the next ability is actually it's actually like a kind of a mixture of the grappling hook and the roll. Okay, so like if you grapple and hook up in the air with him and he's in like the roll like position, you can actually do like a pile driver and slam on people, which if you like near death, I'll say that's really the only time like it actually kills. Cause I don't think the pile driver does damage. I think it's good for when you slam the enemies on the ground. It actually like makes them jump up for a second. So like if they're like it's like a staggering move. So like your team can do damage on them while they're in the air. So I'll say that move is actually probably one of his most effective moves for the team, and actually gets the team. No, second most. I take that back, guys. Second most. Yeah, so like it's that's actually very effective for the team and stuff like that. You know, you can get the job done, and yeah, I actually say that. Now, his next ability, I really don't know how you get it. I don't know if it's like a button or if it's like a passive, but dude has like a shield. He has an adaptive shield. I didn't know necessarily, but like I don't even know when you get the shield. Like I didn't even know he had a shield. Honestly, I I don't know how much I don't know if it's like a Sigma sort of thing or whatever, or like a Doomfist, or it's like kind of passive in a way and stuff like that. But like, since nobody uses this man because he's trash, I don't know how it works like necessarily like at all. He's probably like one of the most unused tanks in probably Overwatch 2. I probably learned like 2 games with that dude. Like that's it. Yeah, but anyways, his shield, yeah, like I said, I don't know. I don't know what his shield really talking, and yeah. Anyways, his ult, the minefield. Now, I will say this is probably the most effective thing. The minefield's actually really good. It's really good because this is the most effective thing for the team. You know, like, his minefield's actually really good for payload. You know, if the enemy team is like trying to get out of a sticky situation or something like that, and you were to minefield, most enemy teams are just known to back up and not really pay attention to like what's going on behind them. So the minefield kind of like spreads out a bunch of mines, of course, wherever, you know, and it does its thing and it gets its kills, which is really good. But like the minefield is also good with team ults. Man, there's just some people like ults is really good with like, and his ult necessarily doesn't even have to be effective. Like when somebody does their ult, you know, then you do his ult. It doesn't have to be effective at the same time. It can literally, one person can literally just do their ult. They ult could finish. Either they kill a lot of people or they don't, and then since his ult is already on the field, they can't really move anywhere or they die. Or they either get hit by a gun, get hit by a hammer, or they just walk into the minefield and die. So I think his ult is really effective. It's really effective. Like, I don't understand why they gave him a good ult, but he's a trash character. That makes no sense to me whatsoever, but it is what it is. I can't even give like who he's good against, even though he's a tank, because boy feels like a half-assed DPS, to be honest to me. If you really want me to be honest, he just feels like a half-assed DPS. Like, they gave him tank abilities, but like not really tanky. He's just more of like, hey, let me just run. That's really it, y'all. Like, he ain't really bringing nothing out of the table. So like him fighting other people, I feel like most people just win because all wrecking balls do is when the times get tough, they just run. Probably at like half health they running. Like, we ain't trying to. They ain't scrappers. They not scrappers. They runners. So like, it is what it is. But yeah, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I'm actually gonna go ahead and wrap this up because that's all his stuff. He not really interesting. I'm sorry. He's just not really interesting. But man, y'all stay tuned for the next Overwatch video, y'all. But until then, y'all, peace out.